Bonjour, quoi de beau. So today we're going to be going over and reviewing regular verbs in the present tense, and I'm just going to go off with starting with aimer, which is to love or like, and read them all through. I'll do the same with choisir and attendre. Okay, choisir is to choose, attendre is to wait for or wait. Okay, so we have j'aime, tu aimes, il aime, elle aime, on aime. So I'll do each of those. I'll do the il, he or it, elle, it or she, feminine, and the on. I'll do all three. Nous aimons, vous aimez, ils aiment, elles aiment. Couple of notes, there was a liaison with nous aimons, vous aimez, ils aiment, and elles aiment. Liaison basically is you do pronounce the S when it's followed by a vowel sound in an object or a verb. So I'll continue. Choisir, je choisis, tu choisis, il choisit, elle choisit, on choisit. Nous choisissons, vous choisissez, ils choisissent, elles choisissent. Okay, notice the Z and S sounds working in unison or in the same verb. So when you have the one single S, it's is more of a Z sound, and the double S is more of an S sound. So for example, with nous, we have nous choisissons. So you get the Z sound in the beginning with the one S, and the double S's makes more of an S sound. Vous choisissez. Ils choisissent. Okay, you do not pronounce ENT at the end of the verbs. And that just puts emphasis on the last consonant. So M in for aimer and choisissent for choisir. Finally, we have attendre. J'attends, tu attends, il attend, elle attend, on attend. Nous attendons, vous attendez, ils attendent, elles attendent. Okay, and then to make the negative, we're going to add ne and pas. Okay, and when there's a vowel sound in the beginning of the verb, we will put an apostrophe and contract those vowels, those sounds. So, il attend le bus, il n'attend pas le bus. And just a quick recap of expression déjà vu, which is already seen, the French expression we use in English as well. And just the French present tense has at least three meanings in English. So I play chess, I do play chess, I am playing chess, je joue aux échecs. Contextually means all of those things. Okay? So very useful verb structure. We use it very often in English and in French. And so now we're going to go to the irregular verbs in the present tense. We have avoir, which is to have, also used in several expressions. We have être, which is to be, I am, you are, etc. We have aller, which is to go, very often to go to something, so we'll need a preposition after it. And we'll go over those quickly. So we have j'ai, tu as, il a, elle a, on a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, elles ont. Again, notice the liaison with the verbs that begin with a vowel sound and the ending of the subject. For être, we have je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, on est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, elles sont. Okay, very distinct difference here with être and avoir. We have a Z sound with avoir, and the il, elle pluriel, and you have an S sound with être. So I'll repeat avoir, ils ont, elles ont, and être, it's ils sont, elles sont. All right. Finally, for the top half, we have aller. So we have je vais, tu vas, il va, elle va, on va, nous allons, vous allez, ils vont, elles vont. So the plural form for il, elle pluriel becomes silent again because we don't have a vowel sound beginning. Next we have some sentences. Vous avez raison. You are right. Tu es vraiment sympa. You're really nice. Je vais en Grèce cet été. I'm going to Greece this summer. Faire. We have je fais, tu fais, il fait, elle fait, on fait. Nous faisons, vous faites, ils font, elles font. So this verb really irregular and a good verb to know because it's so useful in many expressions and activities that they do in French. The next verb is prendre. Je prends, tu prends. Il prend, elle prend, on prend. Nous prenons, vous prenez. Ils prennent, elles prennent. Okay, so a lot of letters at the end of the word, we're not pronouncing it. It's just floating off into the air. Je prends. Gone. Continuing, and so some of the verbs, there is not much difference between the je, tu, and il, elle pluriel form, but in these regular verbs, there's a distinct difference. So then we have venir, we have je viens. Faire is to do, prendre is to take or have, and venir is to come. So we have je viens, tu viens, il vient, elle vient, on vient. Nous venons, vous venez, ils viennent, elles viennent. So again, some pronunciation for you to get familiar with it. We have some sentences that give along. Julien fait ses devoirs. Tu prends l'avion pour aller en Angleterre. Vous venez avec moi. So finally, your assignment. C'est votre tour. It's your turn. On a separate piece of paper, choose one regular ER verb, one regular IR verb, one regular RE verb to conjugate for each subject. So much like you saw on the previous slide. You can do the same for the irregular verbs, avoir, être, aller, faire, prendre, and venir. And I'm going to challenge you to write those out without looking. Make sure with the ER, IR, and RE verbs you don't choose an irregular one. There are some. So for instance, venir looks like an IR verb, but it is in fact irregular. And other verbs like prendre. Prendre looks like an RE verb, but it is irregular, so don't use those. If you need examples, you can use wordreference.com, or you can even look up in your textbook, and they have some examples for you. But like I said, try and do it without looking. I know it's a lot of work, it's a lot of writing, but it's excellent practice for you. To go au-delà, which means go further, you can say a complete sentence out loud for each verb. This is something that you can practice on your own to get familiar with the structures and how you're going to use this verb. So I just did a couple of examples. Je rentre à la maison, tu rentres à la maison, and continuing. You can even use different locations if you want to flex your vocabulary muscles a little bit. And then some irregular verbs. Je vais au supermarché, elles viennent du lac. Okay, so je rentre à la maison means I come home. Tu rentres means you come home. Je vais au supermarché is I go to the supermarket, or I am going to the supermarket. Et elles viennent du lac is they are coming from the lake. All right. Au revoir. À demain. Bonne soirée.